Hey, this is Mr. Brown. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to use Google Maps, particularly in your classroom. So if you go and search Create Google Map, this is different from regular Google Maps, so that you'll know how you're going to actually make this. So I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to click on it, and you've got options. You can see I have some saved that I've worked with in the past and some that I had students submit. But the way this works is you will go to create a new map once you're at this. So, and like I said, the best way is just to Google create a map, and now you can go anywhere in the world that you want to go. And if you want to set locations, right? So, for example, if I am doing a project and I'm doing it on the Aztec civilization, maybe I want to go to the ancient city of Tenochtitlan, which is modern day Mexico City, right? So I would go down here and I may want to make a point about this. And this is useful as projects. This obviously has current applications. If you want to add and edit things, you can do that. So there's a lot of options as far as what you can do here, right? So if I was going to do this, and there are layers to it, you can share it just like you can any other Google Docs. But the first thing I'm going to do is show you just how to make a marker, right? So I can put a marker right here, modern day city, and I will put Tenoch. And I may have misspelled that. I probably did. I'm gonna see if it's not coming up. But for the sake of what we're doing, I'm just gonna leave it misspelled for now. But you get the idea. So this is the ancient city of Tenochtitlan, and so this would be the Aztec capital. So you can add notes and information about it. Additionally, you can add images. So if I want to select a file, I can do that. I can also go ahead and search Google Drive or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to do the straight Google image source. So I'm going to go ahead and search for Tenochtitlan. Or actually, I'll do this. I'm going to search Aztecs. All right. And so you can see a lot of different writing. You can see some drawings here. And so I might pick out whatever picture suits my fancy. This one looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and select that one. And so now I have an image to go with it. I've got my brief description. You can also add additional images. So if I want to include that one, and maybe I also want to go ahead and include I don't know, maybe this one, right? And I've got that as well. The big thing with this that is different from any other Google Maps thing is you have to make sure you hit save on each of these points. It will save it automatically, but for each point, you do have to click save. Okay, and now you can see up here, all changes are saved in Drive. Make sure you get that notification. If I want to then go look at it, I can look, boom, there's two images, and I can scroll back and forth. I've got my information on the Aztec capital. I can also style this if I want it to be, let's just say this yellow color. Now my balloon there is in yellow. I can also use different icons. So if I want to change it, maybe this guy on the bicycle, that's the way it looks. There's a lot more examples that you can pick from. Maybe, all right, it's a capital city. Maybe I'm going to do with this downtown picture. All right, so I can go with that. Lots of different options here as far as how you want to stylistically do it. And this is kind of, if you want to ever get back to that editing screen, you just hit edit. And then when you're done, you hit save. If you want to discard it, it has the trash can there as well. And you do have options of how do you want your map to look. So the base map, I kind of like satellite or terrain are kind of my favorites, but there's also this dark landmass. I'm going to go with satellite for now because I just kind of like the look of it, but it's really whatever you want to do. And you can also add additional layers. So like if that's the first layer, I can then go to my second layer and we'll just call this layer 2. And I can then go to that one and work on that. Yep, save. All right. And so I've got, this is the first layer, this is the second layer. And then I can go in and I can edit this one as well. Okay. And they do not necessarily have to have all the same things. This is the basics of how to do Google Maps. One thing you can do in a history class is you can kind of say, okay, we're going to do this different time periods. Or as you study different regions, different civilizations, you can have students build maps that show examples of key vocabs and key features from different civilizations. And so it can become this really cool visual tool. So, like if we're studying the Aztec civilization, I may do that. But then maybe, hey, later unit, we're studying, let's say we're going to now study Egypt. All right. And I can go to, and you can even zoom in. This is Google. So I could be like, all right, let's go to Cairo, or we'll just do Egypt. All right. So I'm at Egypt, and then I can be like wherever I want to. I'm just going to go with the spot it's got. Add this point to map. And then I could go and edit it and make the thing about the pyramids or whatever suits your fancy. This is the basics on how to use Google Maps. It's a really cool feature. There's a lot of different things you can do with this, and I really like that it's interactive. If you have any questions about this, feel free to ask me. Again, my name is Mr. Brown. Thank you, and have a good day.